Tara from thecraftsergeant.com. Thanks for joining me for another video tutorial. I am really excited to share with you a cute little project that I created, and it's a money holder. Oh my goodness. I've been wanting to do one of these for a while now, and I have finally gotten around to it. So I'm really happy with how this came out. It has this really cute belly band that you can remove just like this. And when you open it up on the back side, I did put some Velcro on here for some added security, but when you open it up, you can see the little money on the inside. Oh, I'm so excited to share with you how I created this card. So with that, let me go ahead and explain how I created this card. But before we get into that, let me tell you exactly what you're going to need to create it. So the first thing you're going to need to create this wonderful money holder is the stamp set. And this is called Broadway Birthday. Look how fun this is. It is a birthday themed set, and there's some really cute images in here. And I love the way you can like mix and match the sentiments. It is photopolymer, so you are going to need your Stampin' Pierce mat for this. And what's also really cool about this stamp set is that there are some coordinating dies called the Broadway Lights Framelit dies. If you purchase them now together as a bundle, you will get them at a 10% discount. Broadway Birthday stamp set, really cool. The next thing you're going to need is the cardstock. I used some basic black cardstock. It measures 9 1/4 inches by 6 1/2 inches. I scored it at 3 inches and then 6 1/4 inches. Now, one thing you can do, which is optional, is cut one of your panels at an angle. So I kind of just eyeballed it with a little bit of the edge left over, just so that way my money can peek over. And I don't know if I showed you guys that. I probably did. I don't remember. But just like here, you can see my money peeking through. You can have that as an option, or you don't even have to cut it. You can leave it whole. So that way they just open it, and they'll just open all the flaps, and then they can see their gift in there, okay? So that's the piece of basic black. You're also going to need a piece of lemon lime twist, which is our mat for our front panel. This measures at 6 1/4 inches by 3 inches. I used a piece of the Broadway bound specialty designer series paper, and this measures at 6 inches by 2 3/4 inches. Now you do want to be mindful, depending on what piece you use, what direction you're cutting your cardstock, or excuse me, your designer series paper. Because this one, I cut it this way, then of course my money holder is going to be this way. But if I cut my designer series paper horizontally, then my cakes and stuff would have been horizontal. So just bear that in mind if you're using a image that on your designer series paper that has a direction on it, okay? The next thing I used was a piece of basic black for my band around my money holder, and this measures at 8 1/2 inches by 1 1/2 inches. And then I have a piece of Whisper White that I stamped on for the belly band as well, as you can see here. And this measures 3 inches by 1 1/2 inches, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on one second. Let me check it real quick. Yes, it's 3 inches by 1 1/2 inches. For my inks, I used my Memento Tuxedo black ink, along with gray granite and lemon lime twist. To embellish, I used some of the metallic pearls that coordinate with the suite, along with some of my mini sequin trim in silver. I just cut a little piece off so that way it kind of dangles. It gives it this really cute finish onto my belly band. And for adhesives, I used some of my Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue, along with some glue dots. Alright, so now that you know exactly what we need to create this project, let's go ahead and begin stamping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wish, and I'm going to ink it up in some lemon lime twist, and I'm going to kind of try to get it as close to the bottom as possible. And then there is the dot image for the wish. So I'm going to take my Tuxedo black, or my Memento ink, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to ink up those little dots, and then I'm going to center this right on that word. Then I'm going to take my gray granites And I'm going to ink up the top portion of the sentiment, which states, "You're never too old to make a." And I'm going to ink this up really nicely. And I'm going to stamp this right on top of the wish. So this is a really easy project to create. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to begin assembling our money holder. So I'm going to take my lemon lime twist, and I'm going to place that on the center panel, but hold on, I want to make sure I got this right. Yeah, that's right. Make sure it's facing the right direction. So I'm going to just place this right in here. Then I'm going to layer my piece of designer series paper on top. Try not to put too much glue on there, so that way it's spreading out the sides. So we're going to just line that up, make sure it's even. And then we're going to flip this little guy over, and we are going to glue, put a little bit of glue right here close to the bottom edge, so that way we can glue our pocket down. So that way it stays in place. So I'm just going to use a little bit of, just a little strip. Like that. And we're going to allow that to dry. All right, so now we're going to work on our belly band. So one thing I like to do with the belly band is I just wrap it around the base like this. Okay, making sure it's not too tight and not too loose. That way it's the perfect size. And then I'm going to make sure it's even. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my Tombow glue and I'm going to put some right on the edge of the strip. I'm gonna line it up and then I'm gonna glue it down. All right, now it's time for us to place our sentiment piece on top of our belly band. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit more glue. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to attach our little piece of sequin trim with some glue dots. So how I did that, if you look on the original, it looks kind of like a fishtail a little bit. It's like fishtailing off. So I used 2 glue dots for that. So I put the first one down. And then I just twist it. I overlap the 2 ends. Like that. And I just stuck one of the ends down onto that glue dot. And then I took another one and placed it right on top of where the other one is located. And then I overlap the sequin trim. There you go. There you go. So we got that. And last but not least, we're going to embellish with some of our metallic pearls. All right, so there you go, your money holder. Oh my gosh, these things are so cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below on what you think about this project. And just so you know, you can always find all of the info for this project down below in the description box. There's going to be a link that'll take you straight to my website, thecraftsartist.com. that'll have a coordinating blog post that includes all of the measurements and the supply list for everything that I created on this card. So make sure to subscribe as well to stay up to date on all things Stampin' Up! And to receive notifications of my newest and latest uploads, okay? So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching and happy stamping.